Welcome back. This is the second in a series of talks about Holy Formed, the way we at Episcopal Church of the Holy Spirit in Lebanon, New Jersey, organize ourselves for mission and ministry. The mission of Church of the Holy Spirit is to know Christ as we serve others, proclaim God's love, and grow in the Spirit. We do that in so many different ways that we've been overwhelming ourselves with options and opportunities for different people and their passions. And it has become time for us to organize ourselves in a way that is more fitting and maybe perhaps more effective for the fulfillment of our mission as we serve and proclaim and know and grow. Holy Formed is that opportunity, an integrated way in which we gather in all ways, in every aspect of our life, from worship to mission, to formation, to study, to reflection, all around a general theme in modules. This year we have identified 7 key modules. They vary in length. Our first module is 3 weeks, built around hospitality and welcome. The second module is called Harvest. It is about the nature of growth and gratitude and generosity and plenty. That lasts 6 weeks. Later in November and December, the next module, the third one, is a 7-week module titled Papa Panov, built around the Tolstoy story, the wonderful story, a Christmas story, but more of a story of service, serving Christ in the poor. In the winter months, we'll be dealing with Charter Church, what it is to live into our baptismal identity, understanding more and more of what that means to identify with the dying and rising of Christ. Then we move into Lent Easter time with Becoming the Story We Tell, and then in the springtime, a module on the good earth, understanding growth and regeneration and renewal. Spring. If any of these themes connect to your spirit, you're curious about any one of them, please speak to one of the members of the vestry or to me about getting on board with the leadership of one of those programs. Each one of those modules has a champion, a captain from the vestry, but it's not vestry driven. This is, hopefully we'll find people who are not members of the vestry to take them on, to lead them and to run them. These modules have several components to them that each will be shared in common, though the themes will be different. For instance, each one will provide a culminating event. In the case of our hospitality and welcome, the culminating event is our actual 50th anniversary on September 25th. For Harvest, the culminating event will be the All Saints Sunday celebration this year on November 6th. For Papa Panov, of course, Christmas would be the culminating event, the celebration on the 24th that evening. And so we, as you know, we have a culminating event throughout all of them. Each of them will have, during the course of the time frame, a non-church-related event that is taken off-site. We will create a program often cued in and linked into what's happening in the community, whether that's general charity event in the community out there that we'll be supporting along with them, but we'll be going out from here as part of one of the modules on that theme. Our worship will be structured around that, so we'll be building reflections, sermons, hymns. There'll be a theme hymn that will be sung each Sunday during the course of that module. So the music and worship, a key biblical story that will be used during the part of worship. Prayers will be shaped around those themes as well. We'll be using the internet. We'll be using the technology. We'll be using the way we communicate with each other this way, this newer way. We'll be documenting what we're doing, our missional activities in our worship life, and posting them up for other people to share and experience. These will be invitational. There'll be an opportunity during the course of each module for you to invite someone who currently does not have a spiritual home that might be looking. There will be a meal event a grand event where we'll be gathering in people's homes spread across the county or the many counties from which our population comes, gathering in groups in 5 and 6 and 7 families to experience time together. In some cases, we may be even cooking food for our homeless program, each in these various homes into which people are welcomed and encouraged to come. For many, church is a scary thing. They hear about it. They see the foolishness that passes for Christianity, the harshness, the bitterness, the judgment, the ignorance, the bigotry, and they run away. Our children go off to college, and then they see what passes for the church out there on the airwaves and in our political conversation, and they scratch their heads and they run screaming from the church and no reason why they wouldn't. There are many who have been wounded by the church. There are many who don't know what it is and see what's happening in the media as the only reason, the only way they know of it. So having meals in homes, doing missional work as we do in the prison, in the homeless shelters, and elsewhere, by involving people in a life of service, they may find and join and enlarge and increase how we serve others. Though those others may never come here, that's not the point, is it? Because we find Christ in them. And so this is a way we can both grow our mission, live more fully into our missional self-understanding, and involve more people. So where across one of these modules would you find yourself? If you go to our website, you'll see Holy Formed and the spreadsheet right there, and you can look at them. We particularly need people to help out with children and the intergenerational way in which these modules are supposed to be and are going to be enacted. Instead of breaking down into various groups, adults only, or teens, or young children, or kindergarten, or whatever, we're going to be doing it all together as one people, fully formed. And certainly, at least, the children will be joining with me early before service starts at 9:45. Many times they'll be staying with us in one group the whole time, instead of as they currently do now, go off for a little Sunday school program and then come back. But that will all change. That's all part of an experiential learning. Rather than sitting around a table and trying to talk about important things, they'll be doing important things and then reflecting upon them, which seems to be the ancient practice the early church used, that we'll be adopting in our formation program for all ages and all at one time. If you have questions about this, please speak to one of the members of the vestry. If one of the things you find on our website connected to Holy Form touches you, act on that. Speak to me, speak to someone on the vestry. We want everyone to be involved in a leadership role, developing, planning, structuring, brainstorming, evaluating when it's all over, participating in. This is the nature of Holy Formed. It is the nature of our community going forward. We hope you will find your place. It's an important one. Blessings. Be back in touch soon.